So
do I need to do my release?
Yes.
Do I need to show my ID? I am 18.
Yeah, you have to show your ID.
Yes.
This, like those old pornos where you swipe it, and then it like says your age on it.
Here I am in the Bang Charger, in the Bang Dodge.
Somewhere the shit done got crazy. I just been driving Miss Daisy with my hands on the steering wheel and my eyes on the pavement. I give a fuck about where they went. I owe my lawyer a pay.
Normally on the show, I let people introduce themselves, but goddamn, you are, without a doubt, the coolest person I've been able to have in this car.
I don't believe that. I've seen your show. You've had some fun folks out here.
Yeah, no doubt. But if you don't know my man Billy Corben right here, you need to get in your car, drive to the nearest bridge, and jump off, because you are not living life right. You have never seen the U Part 2, Cocaine Cowboys 2. You never seen Dogfight. Like, these are fundamental parts of American pop culture. Not to mention Broke. I mean, these are just unbelievable films that I have always been a fan of. It is an honor to have you in the car, and I just want to know, why would you even waste your time getting in the car with me to do this interview?
Well, honestly, first off, I love Uber. So, like, I told you that. I'm always riding around in Uber. So, like, seriously, if you're on the beach, hit me up, because I'm always calling Ubers anyway. You know, it just doesn't, I mean, it just stands to reason. I'm a big Uber fan. I think it's just one of those companies that when it works, it really works. Interestingly, I don't want to shit talk, but, like, honestly, if you want to up a business, open it in Miami. Because there's a lot of, I guess there's a learning curve, but, like, Uber's not quite as tight and as smooth here as my experience elsewhere. Present experience excluded, of course, but, like, a lot of guys call and be like, hey, where you at? I'm like, where am I at? There's an app for that. It's called Uber. I'm right at the pin, dude. Come to the pin. You know, anyway.
So, like, we already talked about all the films you've directed. I've always wanted to get into TV and movies and stuff like that. What made you want to get into, like, directing?
And so I saw a friend on television. She was in a Sears commercial riding a bicycle. And I was like, oh shit, I was mesmerized. You know, I thought that was the coolest. Like, how'd she get in the magic story box there? You know, and I asked my parents about it, and they asked her parents about it. And the next thing you know, I'm getting pictures, and my after-school activity was auditioning. Like, my brother would go to baseball or basketball or football or hockey practice, and I would go on auditions. And in Miami in those days, in the 80s, there was so much happening here. There was TV, there was film, there was tons of commercials, and
Scarface.
It was great. Scarface, yeah. And I was probably the only member of Screen Actors Guild in Miami in the 80s that was never on an episode of Miami Vice. I never was. But like, that became like my hobby. So I became a child actor, as they say. And I did a commercial, a national commercial for, like, you name a product category. And sandwich meats, cereal, detergent, fast food. I mean, you name airlines, like, and I did a commercial for it as a kid. And then I started to do some film and television work. The first big thing I did was a movie called Parenthood with Steve Martin. That Ron Howard directed at Universal Orlando, is where we shot that before there was even a theme park there, Universal Florida. And that was my first exposure, because here was Ron Howard, who was a child actor, of course. You know, Andy
The
Griffith
Grinch
Show.
is my favorite Ron Howard movie. I don't care what anyone says. Continue.
Oh.
Jim Carrey's the best Grinch ever. I don't care what anyone says. Continue.
You could drop me off right here at the corner, dude. You just went down a whole star. You just went down a whole star in your Uber review, dude. Oh my God. Let's not the Grinch. Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh man. Okay. So how could that be your favorite Ron Howard movie? The man directed Splash.
I mean, he directed what, Apollo 13?
Apollo 13, Parenthood, Beautiful Mind, which I don't love, but, like, it won the Academy Award for crying out loud.
I don't give a about none of that. You're telling me the Academy Award is the same system that tried to tell me that American Sniper was a better movie than Selma. American Sniper, great movie. Don't even tell me that you didn't love Selma.
I can't get past the fake baby in America. That's it for me. That's like, it's like some sort of creepy like acting class exercise. Like, endow this plastic with the emotion of a real baby for you, but it's gonna be a plastic baby. It's like, wait a second. That's just, but that's like Clint Eastwood's directing style. He's like, cut, moving on. It's like, wait, what? That's it? One take? Like, yeah, let's go. It's like he's just like, that's why he finishes movies, like all of his movies are like early and under budget, because he's just like, forget the baby. Right. Yeah, it's amazing. We do the worst Clint Eastwood impressions like ever. But like, let's get past the Grinch situation. But seeing Ron Howard like directing, and he was like a really great, like he knew everybody's name, and that was like the first idea that I had that like, oh, not all child actors, we don't all grow up to be drug addicts and whatever horrible thing, you know, that happens to, you know, to child actors. You could be like, okay, and that was my moment where I was like, you know what, I don't know that I liked it. I dug acting as like a hobby, like an after school thing, but I thought like directing seemed to be a much more compelling kind of thing. And then when I retired from acting, much like a professional athlete, at the age of 15, we have I think the average career of a child actor.
Gabby Douglas?
I think the average career is even shorter than the career of an athlete. You know, 3.3 years is the average career in the NFL. I think a child actor's lifespan is even shorter than that. Like usually it's like puberty over. But I retired after a really cool and fun little run, you know, as a kid.
Other than Ron Howard, who was your, or maybe even Ron Howard, so would you say he was like, who was your idol growing up?
Well, as a kid, we used to watch, my friends and I, we were weird. We would watch like classic films, you know, we'd watch Alfred Hitchcock. Billy Wilder was a huge influence, not only because he's a short little Jewish guy, but because like Billy Wilder directed a movie or co-wrote a movie in like every single genre of filmmaking, and like nailed it. Like, oh, one of the greatest film noirs of all time, Double Indemnity, Billy Wilder, boom. One of the greatest movies about making movies or about Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard, boom, did it. One of the best like musicals or like drag comedies or slapstick comedies, boom, Some Like It Hot, done, did it.
Some Like It Hot,
Some Like It Hot,
damn good.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis, crazy good. There's the last line of that movie I use like all the time.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
I mean, you just name a genre, like, oh, a war movie, Stalag 17, boom, nailed it. Like, just crazy, brilliant guy, and accomplished filmmaker. Not everybody knows his name. In fact, there was one year where all of the directors who were like nominated for the DGA awards, it was like Cameron Crowe, Spike Lee. It was like this really wild cross section. When asked who like their idol or favorite director was, they all said Billy Wilder. Tarantino, yeah, I mean Tarantino is one of the, to this day, he's probably one of our greatest living filmmakers right now.
To me, he is, because nobody. To me, Tarantino, the movies he's made, you can't put. I don't think like. You can't, there's no other director out there that does like full length, like scripted movies that, other than maybe M. Night Shyamalan, who always has like a crazy fucking twist at the end, is like.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen his last 6 movies.
Me neither.
We just stopped going at some point.
Yeah. After the one where they were like trapped in the woods and it was like a trap city.
Fool me once.
Yeah, I'm not doing
fool me twice.
Yeah, no, you got me.
Yeah. Fool me 3 times. It's a Twilight series, probably.
But like Tarantino's style is like so like world renowned, and like when you watch Pulp Fiction and you watch Django and you say the same guy made this movies, you're like, this guy has some skill, dude, because those movies are fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, those two in particular, I think, are masterpieces. Yes. Like, literally as close to perfection as you can get in cinema. They're also very...
Except for Jamie Foxx's dick hanging upside down. I didn't expect that. But other than that, Django, definitely masterpiece.
I think Django's crazy brilliant. Like, crazy brilliant. And he's also a filmmaker's filmmaker, so his movies are such a pastiche of the crazy flicks he grew up watching. So, like, he's also making movies of, like... based on other movies, but that's great as a filmmaker, I think, especially when you have a voice as unique and original as his. And I think one of his most underrated and least successful movies, I think, might be his best work, Jackie Brown.
You think that's his best work?
Dude,
I mean, no,
dude,
don't get me wrong.
You think The Grinch is Ron Howard's best movie?
Don't get me wrong.
You think The Grinch is Ron Howard's best movie?
Wrong. I love Jackie Brown, okay? Don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying, as far as Tarantino movies go, I would probably take at least 10 movies over Jackie Brown.
Well, first of all,
Kill Bill. I mean,
no, I don't think Kill Bill's even close. I think those rank at the bottom of his filmography. I think Jackie Brown, if you go, especially if you go back to it. First of all of his movies stand up. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction,
Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Pink.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what decade or what year those movies were made in. You'll be able to go back to them today or 20, 30 years from now, and movies will not get much better than those movies. But Jackie Brown is such a mature movie. It's such an assured movie. It's the non-linear, sequence. The chronology of that movie. It takes such, like, you'd have to be a filmmaker 3 times that age to have that kind of confidence in your storytelling ability. And it's such a beautiful and brilliant movie. About getting old, about time, about crime. I just think like that movie is way, way underrated. I really do. Jackie Brown.
I can dig that.
Some of his best work. It's don't get me wrong, it's no The Grinch.
I hate you. Hate, 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 hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
Okay, let's get
Pam Grier is no Jim Carrey. Robert Forster's no Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, when I was a kid, Jim Carrey was the man I would pay my birthday money to see a movie from, whether every single time, whether it was Liar Liar or it was, still to this day, he still has great movies like Yes Man, which is fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. I even saw The Number 22. I think I was the only person that saw that movie, but I still saw it because I love Jim Carrey, because he does it better than anybody else.
All right, it does what better than anybody else? But
overact.
Hang on, let me follow that up with the more important question, and be honest about this. Was the real reason you wanted to play for the Miami Dolphins Ace Ventura Pet Detective?
100%. Finkel is Einhorn.
No.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And a clean pair of shorts.
Every percent. Ace Ventura, that's also one of the few movies where the sequel is even better than the original.
Nature Calls?
Yes.
I gotta tell you, I don't think I saw it.
What?
Yeah, where they're hunting. It's like Most Dangerous Game, right? They're hunting him or whatever. I don't remember seeing it.
Fantastic.
I don't know if I ever saw it. The first one is a great Miami movie.
Oh, yes.
I love great Florida or great Miami movies. I even love bad Miami.
I love how bad Dan Marino's acting was in that movie too. That was my favorite part about it.
And Bo Camper.
Bo Camper. Oh my God! I just realized that was him.
A very naked Kim Bo Camper.
Oh my God! I cannot. I just realized that was Kim Bo Camper. Now I know him personally. That is insane. I never even realized that. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I'd want to fly. I've always wanted to fly.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
It's kind of lame or obvious, but I've only, ever since I was a kid.
It's not, because imagine how convenient your life would be if you could fly everywhere.
I had flying dreams as a kid. You ever have flying dreams?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. They're a little Peter Pan-y. They're kind of swimmy. Like, I never, like, really soared so much. They've always been kind of like, the air has been like water. Yeah, where you're just, but like those
like
are,
pulling yourself through.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of, that's why I say they're kind of Peter Pan-y a little bit, but like, but yeah, I've always wanted to fly. And I think you're right. I'm kind of a very practical kind of guy, so I'm thinking about the time that, no offense, Uber could save me a lot of time if I could just fly.
You could just get a running start and just take off.
That's it. And I'd be like, I'll be at the office. I'll be like, look at all the traffic down there. Look, there's the Lexus lanes. Those assholes are paying $11.50 for the honor of sitting in rush hour traffic.
That's funny.
Bye.
If you could relive any moment in your life and either change it or relive it just to experience it again, what would it be and why?
This drive. I'm having a great time. I'm just having a great time. This is gonna be the most expensive Uber I've ever. Wait, are we in surge pricing?
Oh yeah.
What the?
3.5.
No, we're like 4.8.
This is Super Bowl weekend pricing right now. If you could give yourself any advice as a teenager, what would it be?
Oh, I should have prepared myself better for this. I've seen the damn show before. It's like inside the actor's studio, for crying out loud. When you get to the pearly gates. You know what is? I was pretty serious as a teenager. You know, we had started our first production company when we were sophomores in high school. And so I was like, we were too young to be the officers, you know, in the subchapter S corporation with the state of Florida. So Alfred's dad and my dad were the officers, and we basically ran the company. I don't know if I admitted to some kind of misdemeanor right now, but I think the statute of limitations is probably long since passed on that. We were 15. So I probably would tell myself, because interestingly, I think I'm lightening up in my old age, but I would probably tell myself to chill out and have a little more fun. Not that I didn't have fun, but like I really took a lot of shit seriously, and you know, you kind of get a sense of like,
you don't want to grow up too soon.
I think this is the only chance we have at this.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, you know, the goal at the very least is to do no harm, and best case scenario, you can make the world a slightly better place than the one that you came into, or try to make a difference or be remembered for something. But ultimately, it's like, especially when you're a teenager, you can't take it too seriously, because like you're never gonna be what's the Jim Steinman lyric? You'll never be as young as you are right now.
Yeah.
And
fan favorite. I think you already know where I'm going with this. You've seen a lot of the episodes. Kill, marry, f***.
Oh.
Ready? Wilma Flintstone, Marge Simpson, Lois Griffin.
Oh, I think there's no question I'm killing Lois.
What?
Oh, no question. No question.
That's not where, see, me personally, Lois does something for me.
Peter?
I don't think so, dude. Just that, yeah.
Peter?
That's like the anti-boner. That's like whatever the opposite of Viagra is. That's Lois. That's Lois.
Peter?
Yeah, I don't think so. Lois, I'm killing Lois. I am fucking Wilma, and I'm marrying Marge.
Oh, see, you kept it real, man. You were able to.
Well, hey, Wilma's already got a pearl necklace.
You don't want to give her two. That's hilarious. So, Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I actually don't drink. I'm like vanilla Coke. I like vanilla. But I add my own. I got to do it manually. I don't like the prepackaged shit. But I actually drink Mellow Yellow. Is what I drink.
You and my mom are the only people in the world that do that.
Yeah, that's what I should have been. You said Coke or Pepsi. The truth is, it's Mellow Yellow. It really is. Mellow Yellow. Absolutely. Actually, you
it's not a bad one.
And it's great. And they make Mellow Yellow Zero now, if you really want to f up your teeth. But like, it's seriously, crack is better for your teeth probably than that shit. But like, I love Mellow Yellow. I'm from Miami. Citrus soda. Like, we grew up going out on the boat and like drinking citrus.
I can dig it.
Yeah, citrus flavored soda. But here's a pro tip. Miami pro tip. Because, you know, we got the Dicks, we got the Licks. We got Winn-Dixie, we got Publix. The Dicks and the Licks. The Dicks, I think, has a bad reputation because the Licks has such a good reputation. So it's like, the Dicks has always been in the shadow of the Licks. But, pro tip, we were talking about Czech Cola earlier. So Czech is the cheap-ass Winn-Dixie brand soda. Most of it's garbage. But pro tip, the diet cream soda. Not the regular.
Ooh.
Not the regular.
I'm a fan of cream soda.
We got to do a blind taste test.
If you could take a free punch at any celebrity, who would it be?
Or you brought up Warren Sapp.
About to call your ass a Uber, I got somewhere to be.
Who's in the private room but Carlos Danger himself, Anthony Weiner. Remember Anthony Weiner, the congressman who sent the dick pics?
Which is fantastic because his name is literally
Weiner. Yeah.
It could not have worked out any better.
And he's singing karaoke in a private room at Sing Sing. Was like earlier this year. So. Was
his pants above his waist?
Listen, it's private room is don't ask, don't tell. All right, you know that those Chris Rock rules about the champagne room, they do not apply in private room karaoke, and I waited to take a picture with him for him to come out of the room.
A dick picture? You wanted?
Well, a wiener pic. It was a wiener pic for sure.